Along with frustrating flight delays, the storms have left a lot of damage around West Michigan. Consumers Energy says that more than 21,000 customers in West Michigan are without power. Many of those are in southern West Michigan. 24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia is live in Van Buren County right now to show us. Tony?
Good evening, Sue. When we made our way down here, we saw a lot of storm damage from the get-go, just as soon as we got off the Pullman exit off of I-196. But everywhere we went, a lot of people said you're going to see the worst damage in Lakota, and we've really found that to be true. We're along 60th Street. It's closed, not just because of this tree, but if you look back into the distance, there's another tree down there. I was able to walk past that just a few minutes ago, and there are just several trees, probably close to a half dozen trees or major branches sitting in the middle of the roadway, keeping this road closed still this evening. These are storms that left this damage behind, left trees on houses, and it also sent a toy boat from one of these houses flying across the street into that field, and it also flung a dog kennel.
It picked it up and blew it about 100 yards, and the dog is gone, and I'm out here looking for the dog and can't get through to the roads because they're all blocked up.
He sat in bed in the early morning hours listening to the wind and the rain. Ted Kurzman Sr. knew the storm was serious, but never imagined what it would leave behind.
I didn't hear nothing, no crashes or nothing. It just seemed like a big, strong wind.
It ripped the fence completely here.
His neighbor Dan Christopher could hear the storm too, debris hitting the house. Then he took a look outside.
This was it. It was coming. You know what I mean? Blew all the windows out in front of the home. Stuff was bouncing off the cars, and the windows kept getting worse, and more trees kept flying, and it got worse at that point, and we went into the basement.
Now comes the cleanup, and Dan does not have insurance.
Hopefully the neighbors will pitch in and everybody will help, and I have a son that's going to come over and help.
Still, he feels fortunate. No one was hurt, and none of the trees that fell actually hit his home, though one came down just a few feet away.
Very lucky. We've been told this is one of the worst spots in the area.
We also were looking at storm damage north of here into Allegan County. Some of the families we talked with there say they have been told they may be without power for 3 or 4 days. Live in Van Buren County, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.